name is Justin St. Onge. I'm a wildlife officer for the state of North Carolina, and I'm also a part-time taxidermist with my wife in our shop here in Asheboro. It's called Taxidermy. And Jordan, she's actually the lead taxidermy instructor at Montgomery Community College, the county that I got stationed in. So that's actually how her and I met.
He called me on the phone and asked to come speak to my taxidermy class. He wanted to obviously take me on a date, and I continued to decline because I cared more about going and trying to kill a big deer than I did going on a date with Justin. Growing up here in the Uaris, I've been very blessed with a ton of beautiful land to hunt on. I have a lot of memories throughout the years.
From the first time I picked Jordan up right over there in that driveway and we went to Greensboro, it was like I was with a hunting buddy. Do I need to look at the camera or you?
You looking for me.
Do I need to sit different? I feel like my belly rolls. My winter weight's been gonna be showing.
Taxidermy is preserving a memory. For some people, it may have been their last hunt with a loved one, their first deer or their first duck. It's a way to honor the animal, to bring it back to life, and to look at it on the wall and remember what a special hunt that it was.
Dixie!
I believe it was January of 2024.
Load up.
He texted me and he asked me, he was
Good
like,
girl.
what's your
Good
bucket
girl.
list hunt?
Load up. Dixie Marie. Load up.
And I told him, I was like, archery, bull, elk. And he was like, well, me too, which I already knew that.
I was like to go after an elk with my bow, and I was like, me too, let's do it. To be able to do something like this together, we saw this as, hey, this is an opportunity for us to be able to do this now. Let's go do it. You know, life's too short to, you know, wait and say one day, and, you know, why not today?
We're gonna get into a bugling right here. There's a little canyon right here. He's either on the other side of that canyon or he's up above us right here. Sometimes there's a little bit of echo, so you can't really tell where it's coming from, but I'm gonna sneak over here and kind of look. Problem is we've got the sun, and I don't want to glare, you know. They're not real cooperative right now, but we'll try. So let's sneak right here. He's the next one. I think he's in that next. Draw, don't you? That's just a big old tan rock.
mean, that first bugle, my trip was made just about that first morning, you know, getting down in there, being in that environment. And at that point, we'd already kind of did it, you know.
We had fire ants. There's a fire ant over there about the size of a quarter. What the world? I'm telling you, man, they look like little baby grandmas.
And get down in these walls down here. We got a little intel from the sheep herders. It says there's 3 good bulls down there. Let's go down and hunt that for a little while in those trees.
So we're gonna go over here. There's another bull right here. Let's just sit here for a minute. He's right here. See what he could see. You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like one of my biggest challenges was beginning to get discouraged as each day passed.
I'm thinking tomorrow we gotta try Stillman Creek, but it's a bitch. Yeah.
We weren't hearing anything. It was just dead. And we were exerting so much energy, covering a ton of ground, and it just felt like we were just running to a dead end every single day.
Luckily, Jordan and I had a lot of practice going into this, turkey hunting together, deer hunting together, duck hunting together. We've had a lot of good days, we've had a lot of bad days, and so the slow days is where you realize if you got a hunting buddy or not.
What's that? What's his name? Zacharias. Zacharias. He climbed up in a sycamore tree. See where he could see.
I know he could definitely see. I was getting frustrated and discouraged. I know he was too, but he did a really good job of not showing it.
You know, the hard days are easy when you have somebody that's there to support you. As the week progressed and we started to realize what the elk were doing, realized how slow it was going to be, it was kind of one of those things where I think it became slowly apparent to both of us that, you know, with a camera crew, with a guide, 4 people on the ground, you know, 8 feet, trying to be slow, and it's essentially trying to sneak up on one the entire day because they shut up. We were going to have to do something different. So the first thing that we decided to do was go ahead and split up.
Just put all this to rest because that potato's going to have to wonder if we can do it like that. We wanted to be together throughout the whole thing, but I definitely think it's going to be
the right thing to do at this point. You know, it's kind of, we got 2 more days left. Today's kind of the 4th quarter, and tomorrow will kind of be overtime. So we'll see what happens.
See it? What? Elk. I think that one dragged down here got distracted by a cow calf that went by that way. There was 2 other spikes up in the trees. They weren't interested at all. They went over the top. But I still think, I mean, there's elk all over.
It was really tough to split up because ultimately we went on this hunting trip to hunt together and to get to share this experience together. But I knew it was the right thing to do. Like, we had to try to better our chances. And one of us, at least one of us, get an elk.
Close, but not close enough. That was it right there. We were in it. I mean, that was what you're after for sure. You got to earn your keep out here. The more higher you go, the more you see, the more respect you get for these animals, and you know, you got to prove to this mountain and prove to these animals that their life's worth it in a way, you know? I'm just looking forward to a Mountain Dew with J-Rod.
We get out of the buggy, we start making our way. We've kind of not really had anything pinned down at this point, and we're just kind of getting out to an overlooked position where we can kind of listen and scope and glass a little bit. And as we're making our way out to this point, in an area where there hadn't been an elk all week.
That's a 350 bull. It better be. This is my neighbor.
At the time, looking down, and I, matter of fact, picked up a piece of an arrowhead. And so I looked up to show John the piece of the arrowhead I'd found, and he's waving me down, you know, elk, elk. Bull.
Where's he at?
We just kind of stumbled upon this bull just, you know, 60 yards down off this ridge top, making our way out to glass. We're standing on top of this ridge. He's 60 to 70 yards below us on this ridge top. And there's really nothing in between us and him other than sage. When I first put glass on him, you know, I probably would have had a really good shot from where I was standing. He was pretty unaware that we were there. The wind was right, and he was occupied. Get the bull in the glass, and there's about a 18-inch in diameter log that ran right across the center of his front shoulder, up to his hind quarter, right across his vitals. That led into me having to kind of crab walk to try to get in a position to get a shot. Somehow or another, actually, I couldn't believe it when I got there. Eased up, he's still standing there. He took a couple steps forward, ranged him. He's looking at me. I thought he had me pegged. Put my rangefinder back in the pouch. Thought he was gonna bust any second. I was like, man, he's not going anywhere. I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it. You know how it goes usually when you give something that much time and thought. No, it flew way over. Top. Yeah, it didn't come close to touching him. This isn't sitting in a tree stand, this isn't sitting in a duck blind, and there's some people this just ain't gonna be meant for them. And but I can tell you this, 5 days and eating a bowl of taco noodle soup and humble pie right now, but I'm gonna be an elk hunter one way or another. In that moment specifically, it was like, all right, we have very little time left. It's on to the next thing. You know, hey, that one didn't work out, on to the next one. We have hours left. Let's go see what we can do to try to find another one.
My heart kind of dropped because I was like, oh no. I knew he was not gonna be feeling good after that. I was gonna have to try to pick him back up. He had been picking me up all week, but I knew then to keep pushing through the rest of the hunt to try our best to get an elk on the ground.
Went out the last morning, you know, with the plan to go out on the last day and with our bows. And then if we weren't gonna be successful, switch over to a rifle that evening.
We're hunting at what's called a CWMU in Utah. It's a cooperative wildlife management unit. And the time of the season right now is any legal weapon.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got about 14 stabs at it.
We might go there just for a minute and then kind of look around, and then I might say let's move, but we'll start out at the lookout.
So looks like a small herd that we think there's going to be a bull in. We're going to try to move, I think about one little canyon over.
And when we get there, even when we get ready, we've been walking kind of fast. Get close. Just get your breath. Don't get settled down. Oh, yeah. I'm on 5 clicks. I'm on him. You tell me if it's good or not. It's not been good yet.
Reload, click, dial down 4 clicks. Okay, go. Okay, it's good. Nope, you didn't load.
Trying to think how we can get on them.
Did she die a little bit while you tried to pull tree on here?
When I pulled the trigger the second time and the gun didn't go off, it was like, all right, you're done. You know, this isn't gonna happen for you. What's going through my mind in that moment is, well, as a husband, having to go say, hey, I missed, you know, essentially 2 opportunities in one way or another. There ain't no pretty way to put it.
The sun started to get low and I was like, this is not happening. Like I had went ahead and told myself, I was like, you know what? We're going home with nothing. It's okay. It's fine.
You know, that's where I'm the most thankful for her, because without batting an eye or anything, it was, I'm sorry, you know, and just total support. And that's the benefit of having a life partner that's also a hunting partner, is that she knows that feeling as well. Be right there, heart racing, and to have that letdown.
I don't know how I feel. Curious when our breakthrough will be real.
We got news last night that Onge, you know, they're just a bang-up outfitter all the way around, and they're gracious enough to let us go one more time this morning and see if we can just make it happen this morning real quick before we make the haul back to North Carolina. Jordan's shot's what got him. He was high on mine, I could tell. Everything happened for a reason. But you picked him. I'm talking about right in the bread basket. So, quit telling me you can't shoot, okay? Okay. Man, this is special. In one way or another, you know, you can be prideful and die by that pride, or you can swallow it. Neither one's just as admirable, depending on your perception. But there's freaking. Look at that. Thank you, Lord.